Like I said, I did date a white guy, whatever, but we never smashed.
Why not?
Because when we
They have money. They actually like spending money on females that black men don't like to do.
I don't like raw meat. I like my meat.
Hold up. So spending money equates to gaining
Next.
I told y'all. That's why the black girls go for the white
Because
men.
Doug
They
ever
go for
started.
white men.
I'm not gonna lie. I
So y'all
actually don't.
saying we ain't tricking. Y'all not touching.
That's not
That's
tricking.
not true. I can
can't
go
get
above and
something
beyond
for
about
nothing.
this topic. You guys just don't have it like that for several reasons.
Okay, it's
Not
not
like
shit right here.
Like that.
Seven,
We all
88,
in this
what?
room, none
You
of
gotta
us.
show you worthy to get my dollar.
Welcome back to another episode of Dailyrapupcrew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, follow me on Instagram, The Real Y Eli. Shoot me a DM. I promise you I'm going to see them. I'm going to reply back to them. Might not be in a timely fashion, but I'm going to get to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. It's your boy Ace. We out here putting in that work, and shout out my girl India for the shirts. You heard?
Okay, last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and I know y'all loving the show. Like, share, subscribe. Keep helping us grow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like the little like intro. There's a little calm intro. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a
It's
Sunday.
Sunday.
man. It's a
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Praise the Lord, you heard?
Anyway, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. You can follow me on Instagram at _notsoanonymous.ash. If you can't spell anonymous, just use your speech to text to come up.
I use that sometimes.
I come in clutch as a motherfucker.
Hey guys, it's Maddie. Follow me at maddie.lewis with 2 S's. Also, cozy.pose.
Well, it's your girl, Yanni. Straight out of North, y'all. But you can follow me on Instagram at the Bitis, Pisces Luna _31.
Okay. Listen, before we get into this topic, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Join the membership. And Drew, I know we got some merch on real quick.
Oh, yeah,
Let
man.
the folks know what that is.
This is Toro brand. Shout out to our girl, India Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow on both platforms. You know what I'm saying? The shirt is tight.
It's
man.
quality.
I like
This
it.
is
quality.
This is
You know what I
very
mean?
Nice.
nice
I-
quality.
I
shirt.
want a
ain't
shirt.
gonna
It looks
lie.
slim, you know what I'm saying? I'm more muscular, you
I
heard?
should have a shirt
Shout
for
out
the
to the shirt,
guests.
you know what I mean? We're going to send some
She said
pictures
good
and we're going to show the back of the shirt. It's fire.
It's just the one for the guests.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it in the description if y'all want to check out and support, man. We gotta support black businesses for sure.
Indeed.
Listen, before I get to this first topic, I know when we was in Atlanta, you know, we had this conversation about princess treatment.
Oh, right.
and queen treatment. And we just posted up on the IGs and that
The
post
clip.
been going kind of crazy, the engagement going crazy. Listen, what are your thoughts on this whole princess treatment versus queen treatment, and why do so many grown women want to identify themselves with princess treatment instead of queen treatment? What's your thought on that?
For me, I don't want to be treated as a princess. Because I'm a go-getter. If anything, I'm gonna call myself an empress. I always do that. #empress energy.
Okay.
I feel like just the stigma that comes behind being a princess and just the history of being a princess, just kind of like a damsel in distress. I don't consider myself being that, or somebody that's put away and she has to be saved, or somebody's doing everything, making all her decisions. That's not me. For the most part. So I don't know. I really can't like answer that. I just find it weird. Like when I hear somebody saying, "Oh, I'm a princess treatment," it's just kind of like, I get what you're saying. What exactly is that? Like, are you saying you just want to be put up and somebody's taking care of you, doing everything for you? So I don't know.
Let's separate the two for a second. A princess treatment gives something you would give your child, a younger person, something, to treat them how to become a queen. So when you say princess treatment, is giving kitty vibes, not for me. Queen, I could say treat me like a queen because in the house, in my castle, it's a king and a queen. And I have my princess and my princess. You understand me? So if a female want to be treated like a queen, you have to walk in the queen's shoes. What you mean is, as a queen, you have to make sure your guidelines and your head mind straight is at all max high. You have no room for, excuse my language, fuck ups or slip ups. You understand me? If you want that treatment, you can't go to a black pot and be like, boil my water. You gotta take that pot and pour water into that pot and turn the owl on to get it to where you want it to boil to. You understand me?
Yeah.
So when people say they want to be treated like a queen, you have to treat yourself as such before anybody can follow that guideline.
Right.
And that's just that. Because I'm the queen of my castle. So any king that walk through that threshold, baby, you got to match my energy.
What's your thoughts on this?
I feel like these days, like people like to put labels on things. And when people say princess treatment, it's like a form of, I want to be treated like this. In my opinion, no. I like your idea of a king and queen in a castle because at the end of the day, that should be the ultimate goal.
Absolutely.
Which a lot of people don't talk about, which is marriage.
Yes.
So when people talk about the foolishness, like, oh, I want to be passenger princess or like whatever, that's bullshit. You should want your own car. You should want your own car at the end of the day. I want my man to drive my car for me. Then I want to be passenger princess.
Yeah, that's what
that's
I
like
mean.
a label. That's a cute label, but it's like if you want a man that has a car just so you can be passenger princess, that's like
wrong idea.
Oh yeah,
that's like the same.
Yeah, I know the queen get driven too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, but like it's all about morals and how it goes.
But that's something that a man should come to me. Like, for example, my man, I'm not gonna be like, oh babe, can you take me X, Y, and Z? If I'm your queen and you look at me as such, you'll be like, babe, you ready? Yeah. Let's go.
Right.
Let's proceed to do this. Let's go out to have dinner. Have you ate? Did you put the kids down? Do you want your feet rubbed? And vice versa for a lady to do that for a man. I don't mind rubbing my man's feet. You worked all day, got your dinner ready, the house is clean, the kids done knocked out. I'm ready for dick talk.
I'm not gonna hold you right now. I noticed some women in the comments right now typing that you a pick me right now because you saying all the stuff, you saying all the right stuff, but a lot of women don't like to hear that rhetoric for some reason. They look at it like, oh, you a pick me, or you just trying to get chose, or whatever the case is. And what you're saying is you're articulating yourself in a
when you're raised by a man, my dad, my whole outlook on life is different. So I have that aggressiveness because my father raised me. I watched my father. God bless his soul. I watched my father did some slutty, slow down things to good females. That to this day, they done upgrade from being my stepmom to my aunt. My stepmom from my sister. That's the bond that we got is like everlasting over a bond over beyond my father. You understand me? So watching my father hurt good people that held his family up through thick and thin made me realize what not to go for. Made me realize, like, you know what? For every action is a reaction. Just because a man give you something, you're going to always want something in return if it's not genuine. So why not get up with my own?
And just to kind of like piggyback off what she was basically saying, a lot of times women will say that, hey, I want to be, like a princess or treated like a princess or a queen. But I feel like at the same time, if you already carrying yourself like that, a man is going to see that and you're going to attract what you are. So a lot of times people might ask for something that they're not necessarily capable of even doing. So they'll ask for, like, for instance, a 6-figure man or whatever, but they don't carry themselves how a 6-figure man will want his woman to carry herself, right? Or even to do the things that he needs her to do. You get what I'm saying?
Can't be living in a project with roaches, but you talk about something, you want a man that live in Perth Amboy with a small mansion. It ain't gonna add up.
That's not the case, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about where you're living at. It's about the mentality.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. I get what you're saying. I was speaking as far as like figuratively, like for real, like.
So
treating you.
With this conversation, y'all, this is the upscale bougie.
I'm not
for the bougie girls. Right. I'm straight hood. I'm gonna give it to you raw in a cut.
No, I'm not bougie.
Bougie, in my terminology of bougie, is not a bad thing. Because in my lifestyle, I'm so hood and thuggish. I want to become into that bougie era. I want to be more humble,
it's
more
calm.
Lifestyle,
more than like an energy.
It's both.
I feel like some women who say they're bougie, they might still have that, oh, I grew up like this, so I am hood, I am this, me, I haven't been in a fight my whole life.
You didn't?
No.
And you look like you haven't because you're so pretty, girl.
Okay.
Girl, I got these knees busted.
So, I had a really great childhood.
But you bougie, though.
But like you said, your father was XYZ, so was I. But it depends on who you are and how you depend. Like, girl, it's like I'm bougie, but I don't fight.
But you're not stick up bougie. It's a different level to being bougie.
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am.
Let me ask you a question real quick because, you explained that you're very hood or you grew up in that lifestyle. So how do you balance the masculine, the aggressive and the masculinity with the femininity? Because a lot of times we meet these women who have grown up in that lifestyle and they do tend to lead more in their masculinity than in their femininity. So how do you balance that out?
Well, right now it's a struggle because I've been masculine all my life, from a big girl to a small girl, for all my life in the streets, just straight thugging. And it's like I have 3 sons biologically, 14, 10, and 3. And I have a daughter with my ex-wife that's about to be 4, a princess. So now I feel like being that I have a princess in my eyesight, I want to be a better mother figure, show her what not to do. Fighting in the streets ain't gonna get you nowhere. You understand me? So now I'm battling with my own self in my head, my own conscience. I'm my own biggest critic because I'm so used to and now I'm trying to tone that down to be more humble and not so aggressive. So I got myself around my cousin because to me that's my bougie cousin. She more calm. She is. It is what it is. Now don't get it messed up. We the same bloodline. She got it in her, but she expresses more of the calmness, the more ladylike. She my alter ego. She what I want to be. I'm so hood and I talk hood and I talk no mushy ish.
But with your father being around and you're learning a lot from him, he didn't teach you how to,
Absolutely not. My father's a blood. Period. He a gang member. God bless his soul. He died. He dead now. But I grew up around bloods.
Would you say he had good women around, right?
Yes.
They were like feminine women or
absolutely
okay.
Muslim females. That's on they deen.
So wasn't that your role models growing up? Like,
I mean, yeah,
I want to
because I'm 32 now. Back then, I was still finding myself.
And I want to add on to that as well, because like this is my blood cousin. So back then, honestly, she really wasn't kind of like listening to nobody. You get what I'm saying? If it wasn't like her mom, so it's just like, oh, you're just my father's girlfriend.
Right.
Like,
I was a trouble kid. I have a background. My mother was never around. My father raised me. My mother great. My father blood. My father in and out of jail. My grandmother raised me. You understand me? So I was a trouble kid. I was a hurt kid. So I was a kid looking for love all around places. Well, damn, how come you got your mother, but my mother don't want me around? I was thinking like that. So I was always fighting. I had my own personal issues that I no longer let take advantage of my life.
I'm sorry that had to be your experience.
Have you been in therapy though?
Absolutely.
That's what's up,
I'd have been in therapy. I'd have been in a psych ward. I'd have been everywhere. But that's my testimony now because I'm not still.
A psych ward? Oh shit! Okay.
Psych ward, halfway house,
all that, clink, all that.
Okay.
But I don't have no record. By the grace of God, I have no record. If you was to Google my name, I have no criminal record. How is that? I don't know how. But I ain't got one.
Sound like you got them before they snitched.
That part. And when they did snitch, and when you snitch, I plead the blood of fifth. What?
All right, next topic. But they pull up on us.
Let me get to this next topic, right? What are we really saying to black men when we say things like, you look like you don't date black women? Because I've seen a lot of this rhetoric online. I've seen videos. There was a viral video on TikTok where this black man was interviewing this black woman, and she told him like, "Oh, do you date black women?" And he was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, you don't look like you date black women." So what does that stereotype mean when we say that?
You know how earlier somebody said how women portray themselves to attract certain people or they don't? I feel like black men who, I'm gonna say it, who like white women or like say lighter skinned women or proper women, who people shouldn't be saying, but yeah, they tend to appear or have a different type of energy than the normal typical black men that I grew up with.
Right.
So it's like if you're talking to somebody who had maybe say a upstate upbringing or like or a white mom, say she like a black man has a white mom, so he's like this. This is what he knows. This is who he is.
For example, I could be wrong, sir, but I'm gonna use you as an example. You look like you date Asian Cuban women.
What? No,
this is crazy because didn't I tell you this?
No, you're not.
Didn't I say this?
I'm not gonna lie.
I literally said this.
I don't get that.
Like if I was to see you,
we talked about this before the show.
No, I'm being honest, and the reason why that's what people do. They look at the outside of the shell instead of getting to know someone. So just by me meeting you for the first time right now, I'm like, damn, like, I want to even shoot my shot with you, bro.
I ain't
Like
gonna front. It was easier to smash Spanish, Asian women.
Okay,
but
so
hey. But look, I was never really attracted to those type of women. I always was attracted to black women. Shit, my woman is actually chocolate.
Okay.
Amen. Chocolate women out there.
Probably the darkest person in this building right now, but yeah, very chocolatey.
Because what they say, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
And that's a fact.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to that. But look, the problem is, even with me talking to women, black women, multiple times, I always get, "Oh, you look Spanish," or
I thought you're Spanish. I thought you like Puerto Rican.
He is Dominican.
Okay,
because my boyfriend's Dominican.
I was about to say, like,
you're mixed with something.
I'm Jamaican and black.
Okay, that's something.
Okay. Nigga.
Patois.
I don't have no patois. I'm American.
Okay, you are American Jamaican.
Yeah.
That part.
My father is Jamaican.
Okay.
My mother's American.
Is there a certain like aesthetic that people just normally associate? Because you said with him, like, you know, what other aesthetics do you think goes with a certain type of black man who looks like he don't date black women?
It's kind of the way, like she said, carry herself. Sometimes the way they dress, and the way they talk, how they articulate themselves. Some of the things that they may be into.
Yeah, I would say that too.
So, and the places they hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hang out at. You know,
hobbies.
Right. So for instance, like if you go to Jersey, I don't know if y'all go to Jersey sometimes. You go to Jersey City or whatever, you'll go to like a lot of little areas and you'll see a lot of men, black
Don't
men
do
with
Jersey
Spanish
City.
women, you know? So there is kind of like an aesthetic to it. Like, so it's not that you're judging him, but it's just kind of like based on what we see that, you know, it's like I perceive you to like white.
That's for sure judging.
Yeah.
Right. Because I just judge you based off of your appearance.
But it's not a bad judgment. It's what you giving off. It's just kind of like just the same way.
Ain't nothing about me giving
like
off
what you
Spanish.
like.
It is though.
Y'all using my complexion.
Nah, it's your shades, it's your hat.
It's
like,
just
it's the beard.
Bruh.
You look like a poppy though.
Bruh.
You look like a poppy. You do.
All you missing is the hookah, my boy.
The hookah.
No, the hookah with
it's the rings.
Yo, don't you got rings on right now, bro?
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a part of like you.
No. This is what she pointed out. It's because I have 2 rings on.
No, I said it's the hat, it's the shades, right?
He look like he'd go for a little shorty like me a little bit. You know, he got the look. Yeah, he do like he'd go for a little.
I feel like
he likes slim girls.
He like them white.
You like a
I was
white?
about to say,
What?
Wait, what?
I don't
That's the
know.
nigga that I like him white.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, I get honestly, I get you like.
Wait, talking about what?
White girls, yes, him.
Yeah.
He look like he's scared of a black girl like me. No, seriously.
I am for sure.
Yeah.
I stay away from those type of black.
Yeah.
No offense.
No, but why though?
Because I tend to gravitate towards feminine women and women that lead in their femininity.
Okay.
Women that lead more in their masculinity is too much of a headache for me. And I'm not trying to throw the hands with you just to get your respect. That's not me.
So would you say that you date more Hispanic and white women?
No, I date black women. I just look for the feminine black women.
Like you actually feminine. Like y'all.
That's fair to say.
Like me, I'm
Hold
so
up, wait, before you move on, what you mean? Why you said that?
I feel like people that look like
You're more open to dating.
Oh, all right, but don't. The way you said that sounded crazy though. Like it sounded crazy, right? Like yo, he like the white woman.
When we clip it, it's gonna say you love white women.
But listen, it's an open question.
Right.
Would you date a masculine female?
Nah, I like feminine women.
So I do want to ask this question.
This is why I got to get rid of the masculinity. I want to be feminine. Like
I don't know.
I hear men throwing this word like, "Oh, I want a feminine woman," but at the same time, it's like women can be both masculine
and feminine.
Just like men can be feminine and masculine.
Do y'all like feminine men?
No.
I like.
Well, actually, yes.
No.
I like both. I like both.
Right,
I like
too.
both. I like both.
What type of feminine?
What would you describe as the feminine man that you like?
I have a great example. I like examples because that's better.
I like Ashley when she be talking good.
So like, you know, like a man that could sew, for instance, that's like a feminine trait to have. In my opinion, like
that's unisex.
There's men who are handy and there's men who are like.
Because you got to think about when men work at dry cleaners, they got to stitch up a little hole or something.
There's some men that are not good with putting colors together. There's like simple shit like that. You feel me? And
I love a sharp dress.
I wouldn't describe that as feminine.
That's not feminine.
No, it's not feminine.
Feminine is more like, for me, if a man be like, oh my God, babe. What just happened?
That's not feminine. That's
no, that is something wrong.
That's feminine for
a man.
You know what two different things
is?
Those are two different things.
Everything y'all use when y'all say, first of all, sassy is a it's disrespectful because y'all using it to compare to a gay man.
No. So it's more so like you're acting like a woman. For me, sassy is
which is a gay man.
So no, who told you that?
These men not.
So let me say this.
So let me
say this. For me, first, but we got. All right, let me answer the first question. So for me, I do sometimes like feminine men, but it depends on like how feminine. I like metrosexual men, some like whatever, but they still have that masculinity. I don't mind a guy if he have his like nails painted black.
Crazy.
Oh, so you really like feminine?
Yeah, she into that lifestyle.
That's not feminine.
Okay.
You got a crop top.
She with the what's that movie called? The 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she one of them.
It's fat. I think it's a way of expression. It's just fashion.
But normally you would say that most women are attracted to masculine men.
Absolutely.
I can't.
I want to see the veins. Give me the abs.
I want to say like,
shoulders.
but I want to say I have more than one type, so it's not just metrosexual men. I like men
understand you want to accept
it,
but in general, when you look at women as a whole, would you say they're more attracted
we
to
are
masculine men?
Yes, because that's our nature. But what I'm saying is that's just his way of expressing himself. He's still a man, and he still carries himself as a man.
I don't feel in that tank. He just don't know how to fill that tank up.
I don't feel like that. I feel like what makes a man feminine or even gay is him being attracted to another man, or like that's what makes him gay.
No, there's like
no,
there's so many.
No, it's so many. Like for example,
if a man like another man, he's
example.
Wait, hold on. One at a time.
Wait,
yeah.
That's like no, you first, Ashley. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is the way a man, like I'm not saying like dress with skirts, but the crop tops or like a crop top hoodie or whatever, like it's a hoodie, but it's like this, or a shirt. It's fashion. Painting your nails, that's a form of expression. You get what I'm saying? But he's still carrying himself in a manly way where it's just like it's not coming off as a feminine or whatever, like feminine energy. So I still get masculine energy.
You okay with a guy with a crop top shirt working down in the mall? Because it's fashion?
Yeah, it's some baggy jeans.
No,
I like
we're
fashion.
not gothic. We're not into that.
It's not that it's gothic. It's just it's fashion. If he got on some baggy jeans and like the boots or whatever, it's fashion. I'll show you.
Yeah, you like what you like, man.
She like what she like. And I like it though because she's different. She's different. And I love that for her.
Actually,
so if she was walking with a dude that had on a crop top, you gonna be like, girl,
I'm gonna be like, girl, you bugging. Like I'm like, bro, what you got on, bro?
And he could be the most masculine man ever. Just because a guy is kind of like walking around with clothes that look regular, that don't mean that he's masculine. He could be super sweet.
But what if that's a man?
I don't know.
Would y'all walk down the street with a girl with baggy shit on?
I don't.
Like a dyke.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
I've seen women. I just was complimenting.
Would you date a girl that dressed like a nigga but still had feminine ways when she got her clothes off? But
like a nigga.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's not the same
you gotta elaborate that though, because it's a lot of women that wear
in a baggy aesthetic now.
Okay, so I know that's fashion. So what I'm talking about, right? Because she said we talk about feminine men, and then we got on to how his dressing, like crop top.
It's a crop top.
It's with baggy jeans.
It's not a belly.
So.
Got a belly ring.
Very a titty shirt. So listen.
No, it's like right here. It's like
so you would be with a nigga like that's like Prince back in the days with the ass.
No, that's too much. No,
Will Smith wore crop tops, right?
Right.
Back in the day. He
Yeah,
did.
he
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Will Smith. Yes, he did. I feel like he did.
That was back in the day.
That was on that
30.
show.
So I guess you guys are just kind of like looking at Prince. I'm not attracted to Prince. Is very feminine. That's not.
Back in the day, growing up, I'm 92, baby. I'm 32. Back in the day, he was the shit. I don't care. Prince
he was knocking it down though.
But Prince was also had like feminine mannerisms as well. As long as she's saying she could deal with the fashion, but his mannerism got to be still masculine.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But that was too much. Like the heels and stuff. I'm not. No.
Everybody was rocking heels back then.
Yeah, back then. That's back in the day. We got to use an example for the update to work.
That's what
this generation.
I can show them a picture, but
just to go back to the original because we got all of them. So I want to talk to the fellas. Like usually when we hear women say that, like you've seen the videos online or women say, what do you think women mean by that when they say you look like?
Oh, they talking about niggas like you that sound like Braxton Hocknebreed.
You
know what I'm saying? They talking about niggas that brush their veneers. They talking about, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Nigga mad at Dominican. That's
I gotta get my revenge. But no,
I know.
I think they speak about men that know how to articulate themselves very well. They put them in this class or like this A nigga that wear a button up on an average day rather than just wearing a tee or some shit like that. That's the nigga that they're referring to.
With the dad jeans, yeah.
Now I could do that. I could do a formal wear.
It's the shoes too.
Yeah,
it's
I could do formal.
It's everything.
I think it all just comes down to. I think black men specifically, has been put into this stereotypical box where we have to be overly aggressive, overly masculine.
I don't agree with that,
but you shouldn't have to be.
And when a black man isn't in that stereotypical box, then he looks like, oh well, he don't date black women or whatever the case. Because we don't say this. Nobody has ever said this to any other ethnic group of people on this planet. Like, you never looked at a white man and said, "Damn, you look like you don't date white women," or you never looked at
yes, he has. Yes, he has. I date outside my race.
Yes,
ones that look like they just black, whatever the case.
I guess.
Just hood, not
but
black.
in general, like
because Hispanics don't date black women. Don't spend.
Yes, they do.
Don't Spanish guys be acting stuck up.
Shout out my bro Jose. That my man loves black women. You know.
I dated 2 Spanish guys. Well, one was Ecuadorian, one was Puerto Rican.
Dominican men love
Ecuadorian.
Shout out to my bro AR. He love black women.
We talk about we being real. Real. Girl, I've been in Newark, New Jersey. That's where I've been at. What you talking about?
But what I'm saying is, like, we don't look at an Asian man or Indian man or
yes, you do. Asian men are like probably
maybe not you because you're not attracted to men, so you're not thinking.
In general, even women, we don't look at women and say we don't look at black women and be like, yo, you don't look like you don't date black men or
yes,
you don't.
But you might not say she. You might not say she don't date black men. You might say, dang, it look like she only date hood niggas, or you still put her in a a category of what type of guy she likes.
And whether it's
right. I ain't gonna lie, because I would say you only like hood niggas.
Can I say names?
Yanni.
Yanni. Would I be stereotyping you if I said you only like hood niggas?
Nah.
I'll be correct.
Is it true?
Nah. I like hood niggas for sure. For sure, because if you come to me too soft, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, you're a little soft. I need somebody that's going. No.
So would you, a little bit.
See, I get what you're saying. For me, I feel
like my boyfriend right now that I talk to, he's he a Libra. He's totally the opposite of me. You understand me? And I done push him to the edge, and he was still calm, cool.
I can't do that off the edge shit. Like if you're popping up in my house or like calling me, like I can't do that. So if that's what you are, then just step away.
I don't do that. I ain't popping up nowhere. You said I'm in New York, right? I ain't popping up at house. I'm in New York right now.
So what I wanted to speak about was how you said black men are kind of I want to say it's the culture that makes you guys think that being masculine is aggressive, because I swear to God, I hate that so much. I don't like men that's aggressive with me. I don't like aggressiveness. I feel like masculine, for me, I think a masculine man does not have to yell or scream to get his point across. You're going to see it calmly.
Masculine.
It's his energy. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
not like
a boss energy. Like, you can go like in an establishment, right? And then you can tell who's the boss based on their demeanor, how everybody acts around them. I like men like that commands attention or demand.
It's a stereotypical box when it comes to black men. For example, I'll give you an example because you said you like examples. When black women date outside their race, right? They usually get the dweebest, the most unswaggiest white men.
Not true.
The nigga that's not masculine, the nerd ass white nigga. But they won't accept that aesthetic in a black man. They will look at him as lame. I agree with that because like, look at all the black women dating these niggas is lame. They nerds. They don't got no swag. They don't got no backbone.
You know what they got? They got
money. You want to know why?
They got money.
I don't want to just say no. They all don't. I want to say it's because for me, I'm just kind of like I want to date a white guy, a straight white guy. Like you just like cookie cut a white guy. So it's just kind of like I don't like. It feels like if I was dating a guy from like a white guy that act like with the hood mentality, I feel like I'm just dating another black man. I don't want to date that.
Why are we categorized as the hood? Like why?
It's not all, but I'm not saying that's all black men. But I'm just saying if I was to date like a white guy,
but you saying if a white dude was acting more aggressive or hood, you would put him in the category as a black man.
No, I'm not saying I would put him. I would just look at it like he has that hood or urban. Like demeanor.
You just saying black in a nicer way, like
right? No, so
thank you. I appreciate
first
you
of all,
keeping it above.
No, that's not true because it's white people that live in the hood, it's Spanish people, it's Asian people are starting to move to the hood too. So you can't just say when I'm speaking like that, I'm just saying black people because that's not what I mean. I mean what I just said.
But you just said it's like dating a black guy, though.
No. All right, so I don't want to take that back. Let me take my words back. So it's not like dating a black guy, but it's dating somebody who is like grew up in an urban area. So it's just kind of like if I'm going to date outside my race or date.
You want the full white experience.
Hi,
Tony.
Not like that. No, he still gonna have some swag to him.
That's what you want? No.
Like that.
White and swag don't go in the same sentence.
Yes, what you
don't ever say that.
Like white guys that have
what
swag.
You want?
It's
they get because they're imitating a black man.
No, so it's more like I like Sarah.
Totally do fucking rock. That's what it sounds like she wants.
Oh what?
It's
not like a skater guy. Like those, I like those type.
I like skater guys. They're cool. They're fine.
Okay,
that's a vibe. That's energy.
The ironic thing about that is,
I got a question for the fellas.
I find it common. Women would laugh at a black man on a bike. Right?
No.
Women will laugh at a black man on a bike.
Is that his only trip? Like,
look, see all this. But if a white dude is on a bike and he did a kick flick, but whatever the shit is called, y'all think he cute,
right?
You know what I'm saying? No, it depends. Is that his hobby? Is this guy
white? What the fuck? Now,
no,
you
because
know his
first of all,
what's that shit called when you post your career history? What's that shit called?
Your occupation?
Your resume?
No, yeah, but the resume, but it's a app for it now, but I can't think of it anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this black man that you just described, is that's like his like form of transportation, or is he just riding a bike as a hobby?
The same reason Chad is doing the shit.
Okay,
right? Because if a black man goes skateboarding down the road, we're gonna be laughing like, look at this black nigga.
I'm not, because I actually wanna. No, I actually wanted to do.
Yeah, if that nigga don't get up that damn.
No, I would say he's really athletic.
Right, I actually wanted to do a date. Like I wanted to.
I can't be hypocritical. I'm sorry.
I wanted to go on a pier and I wanted to like rent the bikes and do a date like that. But
like
when I say stuff like that, people be like, oh, that's trash. Like I want to actually go on.
That's a date. That's some of these niggas' real life. I need a bike to get here and here, and y'all shit on them. And just like Chad got to get from here to there. He take his bike 5 flights up, and he got 16 roommates.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not dating that type of guy.
Okay.
Why?
See, like
he trying to make it work.
I can't do roommates. I can't do that.
I'm not dating that.
But if you're riding a bike for fun, that's nice. If that's your choice, that's cool. I'm not.
I feel like I belong in a nigga section.
Put the caps on the chat if y'all believe that.
Yo, real quick. If you're a white guy, if you're a white guy watching this, and I promise you, the easiest piece of pussy you could get is a black one. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
That is not true.
You could be the lamest white nigga. You could be the dweebiest white nigga. You could be the non-masculine, and you could get you a black woman. I promise.
Now you crazy. That's exactly why I say I feel like he date white women.
Let me speak up for this black woman, honey.
I'm telling you.
And that don't go for you Spanish niggas. Clearly, I had a hard time. I look like y'all niggas, and I ain't no black pussy. You get
no,
what I'm
but
saying?
so if that's the case, like I said, I did date a white guy, whatever, but we never smashed.
Why not?
Because when we
they have money, they actually like spending money on females that black men don't like to do.
I don't like raw meat. I like my meat cooked.
Hold up. So spending money equates to gaining your
next.
I told y'all. That's why the black girls go for the white men.
Because they'll get me started.
So y'all saying if we ain't tricking, y'all not touching.
That's not
true. I can go above and beyond about this topic. You guys just don't have it like that for several reasons.
Okay, it's a shield right here.
Like that. We all in this group, in this room. None of
you got to show you worthy to get my dollar. Like you know what I'm
saying? They got dollars sitting from before they was born. Like I'm saying,
what is worthy? What does she?
What's sassy about that?
Because you want to be treated like a princess.
No, I don't.
So what do you mean? Like, what does she have? What is she? If you want to take a woman out on a date, right? You're talking about being a king. You're a king, right? You want to.
I don't date princesses.
That's not what I'm saying. But do you consider yourself a king, right?
I am a king.
Okay, you are a king. So move like a king. So if you want to.
So
if you're going to go date him, what does she have to do?
A king throws money at peasants. So if you want to be a peasant, you could get fucked and get the fuck out. What I'm saying, if that's how you want to be treated, if you want to be treated like a queen, you don't only value my dollar. You value my leadership.
Nobody's saying that though. She don't know that straight off the bat. From meeting you,
she said a man has to spend. Those white guys spend their money.
They do though.
Meaning
they do though. She doubled down on it. So
and that's not true.
No, I do want to say that when I dated outside of my race, I did not hear of the white guy or the Spanish guy. Why they black guys as well? They were the men that I.
You gonna defend your white knight?
Anyway, I dated white, Spanish, and black. Even the black men that I dated or whatever the case may be, I never had that experience where a guy was just kind of like, oh, I'm not paying for the date or whatever the case may be because I don't attract those type of guys. Respect.
Hey man,
so
you ate with that one.
Well, I ain't got to.
So what I'm saying is,
to pay for my date. I pay for the nigga date and my date.
No, it's not. I have the money to do that, but the type of guys that I normally attract and normally date.
Hold on, y'all. We got to speak one at a time.
The where guys that I normally attract and normally date they wouldn't probably want me to even pay for it. Like I don't mind paying for it. I have my own money. I have my own career. I got all of this, but it's just the simple fact that the type of guys that I attract or just date, period, is not gonna just be like, oh, what you about to do for this money? Like, you want me to pay for this
I never
date.
said that either.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how you came off.
No, that's what you interpret. I said that you have to show value to me.
But how is she going to do that?
The way you talk to me, the way you respond, the way you listen.
But you just met with her. So how are you
am I not talking to her? Am I not talking to her?
Okay, how you going to talk to her? Over the phone? You just want to...
Either way, if I'm on the phone, yes, phone conversation.
How long are you doing that for?
As long as it takes for me to feel like I need to take out.
Next.
Well, then that's why I'll be right on the streets.
Goodbye.
You saved me.
You're not about to sit here and just keep talking to me.
I saved money on my car insurance by not fucking with you just now. Like,
I feel like so how long? Money regardless.
So this is my question, right? And this is for the chat. This is for the world. I want to know how long do you feel like y'all should communicate with one another before y'all have sexual intercourse, before he takes you out or you take him out spending money?
Clearly, what's being said, if I throw some cash out, they're going to throw that ass out.
Nobody said that.
That's right, brother. I'm with brother over here.
Nobody said that.
That's what it sounds like.
No, nobody said that.
Listen, I'm saying I'm a man that's willing to articulate, have a conversation with you, build with you before we go on a date. And it's like, well, you're wasting my motherfucking time.
I said, you're wasting my time. You just want to talk on the phone.
No, I said I want to make sure you're the person that's worthy of going on a date.
A coffee date costs nothing. Hey, let's meet up at Starbucks. This is what I'm saying. Men don't be a lot. I'm not even going to say men, but I don't, like, you guys are like, what? Like, oh, like a little less than 30 or maybe not even older than 32, right?
I'm in 30s.
Okay. Wait, hold on. So I just want to say this. It's just kind of like men nowadays, especially in the black culture, like the black culture, whatever case maybe, it's just kind of like you guys become lazy with the dates. Nobody's saying you have to go out and spend a whole bunch of money. We can want some of the best dates I had, but I'm just saying, maybe meeting at the girl.
That's why we having a conversation.
Some of the best dates I had cost little to no money. I went to fucking Starbucks and had one of the best times I ever had. We talking in person. We just vibing. We getting to know each other.
But what he trying to say before that,
he would like to... You think you're about to take my number? We just talking on the phone. I'm busy.
I don't.
You
want to?
Hey, let's go out. Hey, I feel like it's masculine for a man to have a plan. You said you want her to allow you to lead. Hey, can we meet up for coffee? Let's do this. That's a date. You don't have to spend a lot of bread. That's like $6.
I think you're
Starbucks. That's $6.
I don't have a problem with meeting up with a woman and having the same conversation. Yeah. But the way she articulates herself on that phone when I'm meeting her. If she's saying, "Oh, where we going? We going roof Chris or nah?" Nah, bitch.
Right, brother.
But you can get that vibe. What are you talking about? You got that vibe before you got her number.
No, because I got her number. No, because how long do we talk when we meet somebody? Right. When that first meet up, you're not saying that much words. You might just be in my head, oh, she a fuck for the night, or oh, I want to actually meet and really get to know this girl.
That's your problem then. Because it's just like...
Sound like it's your problem.
No, it sounds like your problem because you're not taking the time. As a man, you need to be doing your due diligence, right?
I just tried to do that. You didn't want that.
No, what I'm saying is when you first meet her...
Doing this due diligence to you is wasting my time.
No, that's not what I'm saying. When we first meet, what are we doing? Are you just coming up to me because you're attracted? What I like to do, we're gonna exchange... No, we're gonna exchange talk. Before I even feel like I want to give a man my number, I'm gonna talk and see where his head is at before I even waste my time. I'm not doing that. We're gonna have a conversation. I'm not feeling it. You're not getting my number.
So when you got the questions, it's not wasting time. But when I got questions, it's wasting your time. Got it.
When we first meet, yeah, that's what I'm saying because I'm not about to give you my number.
Okay,
no, I'm not doing it.
What? I think that when you first
pray for us. I pray for all y'all niggas. I pray for all y'all. That's
I'm just saying. I'm not wasting my time. If we not hitting it off when we first meet, and if something's not clicking there for me when we first talk. Or whatever.
So what clicks for you? What's the?
I like people's personality. I like that conversation.
What's the clicker for me? Yeah. I like intelligent men. I like men who I feel like has like a mysteriousness to them, and we can have the conversation is flowing back and forth. I feel like that's an indication that, okay, I could go on a date with this guy.
And you learn all that in that first conversation.
Yes, I do.
Because you don't, though.
I do.
And in real life, you don't.
I do. I guess it's because...
How often we meet a person and we got to figure them out while we dating? We find out different tendencies that they have.
I said the first couple times you... like.
It's a lie. The first time you meet somebody, it's not that real person most
of the time.
Even when you date, it's like y'all 2 years in, he changes the third.
Exactly.
I think
because after 6 months, you start seeing the real true colors of people.
I'm saying that person and get to know them right there, like from that point, like, oh, I know everything about this. But what I'm saying is, you meet a person, right? For instance, say me, you
break it down an example.
I am. That's why I have to give him an example. Me and you were like in a little like lounge or whatever. You know?
You met him like 2 days ago.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, so
this is my first time seeing him in the lounge. We giving each other eyes or whatever the case may be, right? Obviously, he come over to me. We're talking in a lounge setting. So we're talking for maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. You can tell you like, damn, this girl dingy. Like, you know, you having regular conversation with this person just to see if it flow. Yes, I do that. I'm a people person, so I go around everybody and I just talk. But if it's something off about this man, I'm like, I don't want to get this nigga my number. Like, you know, I'm gonna just be like,
but how would you know that in that second?
I didn't say second, couple minutes. Like, you sit down and you talk.
So what's the difference from me saying that from a woman? I said I had a few minutes with her and I decide she might be a chick that I just want to fuck, or a chick that I want to get to know more. What was the difference between that?
Because I asked you, how long are you doing that? You said days, weeks.
But I said in the beginning, I said when I'm deciding if I want to just fuck you or talk to you, that's in a few minutes. And then when a phone call conversation, I said we can go out and have drinks or whatever the case may be. But the way you articulate yourself is going to tell me if I want to take you out on a date or continue talking to you.
Well, I guess it's different because you're a man. So I'm not thinking like, oh.
Y'all don't think men
as a woman, I think like him.
So
I want to say that.
Yeah, I'm not thinking like, oh, I just want to fuck. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, let me see if I want to fuck.
Most men and women are different. Most men are thinking about fucking.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So I guess it's different how your process would go. But for me, I'm thinking like, do I want to even get this nigga my number? Like, that's what I'm thinking.
I think women should value a man that's trying to figure them out and understand them so they can know the respect level that man would have for them.
I get that. I can have respect for that. That doesn't mean I'm interested.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are both right. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Because I feel like as a man and as a woman, you guys are talking, it's attraction. That's one thing that brought you guys together.
Yeah, right.
When you guys have a conversation and like how the conversation is going after the first few minutes, it's like, oh, what are you doing later? It's like how you talk to the person in that first few minutes.
Right.
Shows you that type of person, who they are and what you're going to do with them. It's like, okay, this girl's not easy. She's asking to go on a bike ride. She's asking to go on a coffee. So I'm not going to fuck her the first day I saw her, you know, at the fucking event.
Yeah, I think women are just, for men, it's an investment. You get what I'm saying? I'm not just going to throw my money at a woman who could. We had women on the show who got niggas saved in their phone as the food nigga or just the body gift nigga. Like, men are done getting finessed by women. So now we have to properly vet these women and make sure this is a worthy investment. Like, you know what I mean?
But what I'm saying, that's why I get that. But at the same time, it's just kind of like just a coffee date. But you're not about to sit here and waste my time. I'm a busy person. You're not about to keep talking to me. Are we going to meet up? Are we going to hang out? It's only so much talking you can do on the phone. You're not going to actually feel that person's energy. You can get a better sense of if somebody's fronting versus like in person versus if y'all on the phone, they just talking a whole bunch of nonsense.
The only difference between a coffee date and a motherfucker taking you to fucking Roof Chris is just the environment.
Yeah.
You as a woman feel like you getting more of your money's worth because you could take pictures, you could post it on your Instagram, so you feel like it's more valuable. But y'all can have the same conversation. It's just one to you might be looked at as more of an investment because you get to take more pictures.
No, that's
you
not
get
it.
to brag to your homegirls that say he really spent money on me. But
no,
the conversation is the same.
That's not it for me. Like I said, I was in a relationship for 12 years. You get what I'm saying? For the first this is like the second year I've been single. So I had like my little hot girl summer, whatever the case may be, you know?
Oh, Lord.
So it's just kind of like...
Real hot girl shit.
So what I'm saying is just kind of like I passed certain stages. Like I'll be 33 this year. So it's just kind of like I passed certain stages. I don't need to be like, oh, he took me here. I've been here. I've done that. I'm more so on a guy like what can... Like, how is he good with like leading? Is he a good, like provider? Do we match? Because I'm business minded. Like, can I date him and we still do business together? Like, that's me. So it's just not like about. I'm more of a vibe, like energy. Like if wherever I go, I can create the vibe and energy. Like I said, like one of the best dates that I've been on. Men don't usually
commit to vibes though.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is for me as a woman.
Yeah, you're comfortable with that. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I don't want to. We're not about to sit here and just talk on the phone all fucking day. Like, come see me. Like, I feel like a man who's interested is gonna come see me, want to hang out. It's not all about spending money.
What about time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
it's about time.
Right. So if he's coming to see you, that's time, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, let's hang out.
Let me get to this next topic because we was on that motherfucker. And it was a good conversation.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
a fire sign, right?
Hit that, huh?
Huh?
You're a fire sign?
I don't know this sign shit.
Are you an Aries?
I'm a Taurus.
Boy,
I'm
no,
a
yeah.
Ooh, when your birthday?
No. No. We gotta get to the next
you an
topic.
Aries?
Go ahead.
We
No,
gonna get to the
We'll
zodiac
talk about it
shit,
afterwards.
like, word.
Sagittarius?
Taurus.
Oh, no.
Listen, make sure I hit that like button. Let us know in the comments if y'all agree, disagree, because there's a lot of
With what?
polar
I don't even know what the hell just happened.
And he over here quiet. He sleep.
Word. You
He's
sleep,
trying to stay out
motherfucker,
of
help
the
me.
mix.
Wake up.
Listen, this
you
next
got
topic,
it.
right? This next topic: are men struggling with leadership, or are women becoming less receptive to authority? What's your thoughts?
I think it's both.
I think men are struggling with leadership. Both. But like
Both.
the other side.
Real quick, let's get the good question out the way real quick.
Maybe
The
both.
answer. I say both real quick because hood view 101, y'all. Keep that in mind, okay? So I say both because men in this generation we at right now, men is high key with the feminine side. And when I mean by the feminine side, I mean it could be as such thing as the conversations, your attitude, how you handle things. And then it's hard for a female to give you that masculine man eyesight or authority or make you feel like you're the man to rule whatever you're trying to rule because you're so bitch made. So either you're going to be that masculine man and be that red, you have my front, I got your back, or you're going to be a sideline little bitch. You can't play both. And far as for females, us females needs to stay in our lane. But again, if you got females that's running the show, and that's the alpha, and again, their man is weepy, what you want the females to do? They ain't gonna sink. Either you gonna swim or you gonna fall. I'ma swim.
Interesting. What's your thoughts?
Thank you for
I feel
that.
like it's a little bit of both sides. I feel like men do struggle with leading and authority because of the parent figure household, how they grew up. I'm gonna just point that out because it starts from very young. In terms of women, the same thing. They could be very loose-minded, loose with themselves. So because of that, they expect a man to sit there and lead them, but they're not leadable. There's nothing to structure.
Keep in mind, hurt people hurt people.
It's pretty that basic. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Okay,
Ashley,
what's your thoughts?
Oh, I said both. I feel like I don't want to sound too ego. I feel like wait, say the question one more time. So I want to make sure I
Are
answer
men
this
struggling with leadership, or are women just less receptive to authority?
Okay, so I want to say women can be less receptive because the way that the man carries himself. Like I said earlier, I don't feel like masculinity is aggressiveness, and because a lot of men kind of don't really know what masculine is, or like I feel like being masculine is being a provider, being able to like lead, not being emotional, because men are supposed to be more logical. Biologically, that's how you guys are. You are more logical than anything, but for the most part, most men are very fucking emotional nowadays, like more emotional than the women. And then kind of like to steam off what she said, it does kind of go off their childhood and their environment, and especially like in the Black community where women had to kind of like for a very long time be shaped to be like masculine because there was no men in the household. So for instance, just kind of like she's used to kind of like being in her masculine energy because she got to be the dad, she got to be your mom, and always masculine energy is always going to overpower the feminine energy. So it's just kind of like she doesn't really know how to switch that off because it's not really her nature anyway in the beginning. And then like I said, I just feel like the men just don't. They just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, really don't know what the fuck is going on. Like they want to be sassy pants. Oh, I want to be. You gotta pay for a date. You need to do this. You need to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that's taking away your manhood. A woman is never gonna look at you as the man, or even want to like. Why am I gonna take your advice or follow if you can't even sit here and do something simple as just paying for a little date? Even if you're gonna complain about it, don't complain to me about it. Go to your men and talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just go to your homies and say something. Don't talk to me about that.
I ain't take her ass nowhere else.
Ace, what's your thoughts on this? I get Ace more active in the conversation.
Yeah,
right.
On and shit.
He's
Like,
I would probably have to say I'm leaning towards both, but then I'm leaning towards like women not being receptive to authority because I see a lot of situations where men will be trying to lead women, and because they're so combative in this generation, like, it's hard to lead these people. So it's like, all right, I can only bring you to the water. I can't make you drink it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a situation that would be like, yeah, example is like, damn, I had that example when she was talking about, I forgot it real quick. But damn, nah, come back to me.
But I do have a question to piggyback off. So give me some examples of what men are doing that's basically saying like, hey, yeah, I'm trying to lead you. Like, give me some examples.
Oh, matter of fact, this is an example I had. We had a show the other day, and we asked, should your man have a say in what you wear outside, right?
No.
There we go. Here we go.
Have a say with what you wear outside.
Yeah.
An opinion, not a say.
An opinion, not giving, like, not controlling. No, but yes,
get to that.
Yes. I agree with a man should have a say on their female clothing to some extent. When they not like with, if you're not with your man, I feel like you should not be so much revealing. You should be less revealing if you're not with your man. But when you're with your man, be sexy. Wear what you want to wear, but that's for your man to know that he insecure in his spot, that you're his lady.
I agree.
And when y'all go out together, you know your shoulder look good, so you gonna have
all for that that's manipulation.
It's not, because if my man go out,
you want a man to lead, and then when he's trying to lead you, you're trying to manipulate him into feeling insecure. Like,
no. I never said manipulation.
If my man did have a problem with something I had on, like, I ain't really feeling it. It's too much. I'm like, all right, I might like it, but I'll take it off. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with it.
You think a Muslim man would tell a Muslim woman that she can't wear that?
I don't know. I'm not Muslim.
But that's what I'm saying. In certain cultures, they wouldn't even question that. If that man says you cannot wear that, that's his authority. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think only in our community do we have women who who aren't raised or didn't see that father figure or know what a leader man looks like, that they don't know when a man is trying to lead, because now they associate his leadership with him being controlling. We hear that word a lot too. You're just trying to control me. A certain aspect of leadership is a form of control, yes.
But you know at the same time, I want to just say this, right? Because I keep hearing you say it, like, a lot of times, black women or whatever.
In our community, see, these conversations, we have to get rid of ourselves, because a lot of times you keep saying, not me. Again, when y'all bash,
I want to give you an
hold on. When y'all bash men, we just listen. We don't say, well, not me. So again, we have to look at these conversations from a whole and not just from well, I don't do that.
Great point.
When I say women in our culture, yes, that is a thing because of the lack of the father not being there or whatever. For men as well, like, that's why y'all just pointed that out. We struggle with that because we didn't have a father. Vice versa, when a woman doesn't have a father figure in her life, she doesn't know how to accept authority from a man, because her whole life has been raised to, you don't need a man, men ain't shit, this, that, and the third. So of course, like, you're not going to accept that black man as being a leader, and which is why y'all might date a white man who don't got no masculinity, because y'all look at white men as a certain level
I
of
actually
respect.
grew up on your side, where I had no father in my life, so I was in a relationship where I was not leadable. So I was able to learn from that and be better for somebody else. But I want to say, from that experience, I was not leadable because I thought he was controlling me. I thought he was trying to control my life. I didn't see what I was doing as a bad
But when
thing.
I just brought up that example, you said man can't tell you what to wear, right?
That's a different story. And I have an opinion on that.
Why is that a different story?
But okay, so I dance. And if you're a dancer, right, a lot of people, they shit where they eat. I don't. But say if you date a stripper, right, this is how you met her.
Exactly.
So if you see somebody like this, and if this is who they are, and if you accept it, you shouldn't have an opinion on it.
Because I met you at McDonald's, you gonna wear a uniform outside?
That's not the same thing.
So wait, hold on.
Your body and your occupation.
So if you met me as a nigga that used to fuck all these bitches,
no, that's not the same thing.
It is. You met me that way.
No, what she's saying as far as your clothes, right? As far as your
change.
When
men and women are different.
Like,
it's not the same thing.
I'm not saying it's like a complete no, because if I'm gonna be 100% honest with myself, if I'm in a relationship, if I want to go outside, like, say, covering my nipples and wearing booty shorts, if he says no, I'm not wearing that outside. However, that's a me thing. That shows a lot about me. If that's who he chooses to date, it shows a lot about him. So I feel like if he says no, there's an opinion on it, but not a say. Like,
I don't agree with dating the stripper in the first place, but if I did meet you in a strip club and you... I'm not dating nobody taking off their clothes for men. What the fuck?
But a lot of women don't have to take off their clothes to be a stripper. You know that, right?
And being
Wait, what?
Yeah, you ain't in
Wait, what? So wait.
It's about experiencing what you know.
It
so
is. It's
it's
like
about
a fantasy.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
but
So what do you do? What do you do if you're not taking off your clothes as
so
a
in
stripper?
a lot of like gentlemen's clubs, you're not allowed to be nude, not allowed to be topless, and they're not allowed to touch you. There's people like me who are actually talented, so I teach in a studio. I teach pole dancing, so it's about calisthenics and art rather than my body. So yes, I do have to be half naked to appease my my jobs, what they're asking me to wear.
Right.
But that's not who I am.
Right.
I hear you, but
It's like the art of seduction.
Niggas, I hate you, but I'm good. Like,
You can get money out of him or whatever, kind of seduce him and stuff without actually having to like show your.
It's about the fantasy.
Right. That's exactly.
I hear what you're saying. That's cool.
Y'all
and even though you're good, that's still your opinion.
It's
Woman still
hasn't,
validated.
like mentally like mind fucked you without fucking you.
Say that one more time.
Mind fucked me. Like
mind fucked me without fucking.
No, I'm not saying in a strip club. Like a woman has. Just period. Like she hasn't like a woman hasn't satisfied you like sexually without actually having sex with you.
No, but anyway, what I was saying is just because I met you in the strip club and you take your clothes off in the strip club, when you go outside, what does that have to do with you still having your clothes off?
I don't get it.
What?
When strippers leave the strip club, they get dressed and go home. You don't have to be a stripper outside the strip club.
That's so much different than a girl going outside with her friends and wearing something revealing.
Right.
Like, can we talk about that?
All right. So, y'all going out with your friends. Yeah. Your single friends could do that. If you in a relationship and you know your man don't want you dressing like that.
Oh yeah, I get it. If your man don't want it, like for instance, like I said,
but that's who you pick too. You know. I don't know. And if it changes, that's weird.
If my guy was just kind of like, I'm not really comfortable with you wearing, I would take it off. But at the same time, I do feel like I want to dress how I want to dress, but I'm not. But still, I'm not.
So now let me change my answer.
Wait, I want to say this.
Women struggle with listening to authority. That's my answer. There you go.
No, we're not. I'm still not a person who would completely go outside completely naked. You know what I'm saying? So
it doesn't matter as a man or as a man that you're committed to. We're doing it not only for your safety, our own safety.
Exactly.
You're putting us in a position where we might have to be vulgar or be on
be physical. Like
the man just said he fighting for your honor and your respect. It's not a joke.
No, we're saying like
men have died.
Yeah, men are dying
put them in
protecting women because she got her ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I'm not going outside with my ass out.
But listen, granted, like I could meet you one way, but it's all about growing in a relationship. Yeah. Things change, compromising.
And you believe that it's two different. Wait, hold on. You believe it's two different behaviors when you single and when you're in a relationship, right? You don't act the same way.
All right, so can I say this, right? For instance, you know how like there are certain guys, because I know a whole bunch of these guys, right? There are guys that go out with their woman look like that, and they be fine with it. And I consider that to be a man who's not insecure. He just know he knows she like to wear.
You can't make an exception to just because there's one.
No, I didn't say one. I didn't just say one though.
But look at the terminology you're using because you're not getting your way. Now you're calling that man insecure because he's trying to protect you. And
it's not just that's not what I'm saying. I feel like that's not manipulative.
It is.
What I'm saying because there's
somebody insecure just because of how they feel.
Because you downplay him. You downplay him because of how he feel about how his woman should dress.
That's not what I'm saying. It's just, I want to say there is a form of insecurity there, right? Because it's just kind of like, oh, you're gonna do this or making scenarios that might not even happen. You get what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, if you met this woman like that, why would you wife somebody like that?
So like I said, do you act the same way when you're single and when you're in a relationship? You act the same. You the same person? You act the same way?
Sometimes it depends.
Come on,
I don't.
Like, come on, bro.
I want to.
You was in a relationship for 12 years. You trying to tell me you was the same woman in the relationship that you are in these last 2 years?
No
growth.
No. All right. So I want to say this. I was more reserved. Right now, I feel like me being single, I'm more myself because I don't have somebody that
to tell you what to do.
No, it's not. Can I speak? Can I?
I'm listening.
You busy speaking. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, right, I was with somebody that I was not compatible with, right? Okay. I had to change.
For 12 years?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
All right, go.
Yeah. I'm a lover. Like, I love hard. I ain't doing that shit again. So what I'm saying is, it's just kind of like, I was with somebody that I was not compatible with. I had to change so much about myself, right? Like, I wasn't, like, even this would probably be too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and I don't feel like nothing wrong with it. So it's just kind of like, now I feel like I'm more myself. Like, my personality, I don't have to tone it down. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about me not wanting to listen to a man tell me what to do, whatever the case may be. But who the fuck want to
think-
live like that all the time? Like,
I think.
hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Be with a woman that you fit with, that you don't have to do so much saying, hey, don't do this, don't do that. That's annoying for anybody. You're gonna get pushback from anybody. It's the same thing. Like if you're a child and your mom is just constantly telling you to don't do this, don't do that. It's a pushback. It's friction. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of like you're not allowed to express yourself or even to be yourself. It's just like it's too much control. Like where is the freedom at? So meet somebody. Don't date somebody who you see her ass is out. Why would you wife her?
Can I go back to
let me say one thing. Okay. I think this is why relationships struggle, because it seems that women don't understand that there's a certain level of respect that comes with being in a relationship, and I think men get that. They do. There's certain things that men don't do because they're in a relationship.
We
like
understand that.
You don't.
But
you don't.
I just said
because
date
and
somebody,
women do the complete opposite.
Date somebody who fits
like,
you.
What
you get what
is
I'm saying?
that?
If you're a family
I wish that was my life.
If you're a family oriented person, do not date a girl who doesn't like to be in a house or don't want to be. It don't make sense. Why would you do that?
Can I go back to the original topic, because I think we all walking around the same thing, right? And you guys are. This just shows you that we all been raised with just a lot of single mothers.
I haven't.
Community,
I had
right?
my mother and my father in my life.
I'm not saying you, like he said.
But I get what you're saying. But I'm on the couch.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a lot of people in general. I'm talking about the world.
You gotta let me get to this point first.
What you said? Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me talk.
Go ahead, Mr. Torres.
All right, thank you. But we realize that we're all growing up with this one parent aesthetic where mothers are raising their sons to treat them how to be a man and treat a woman, but women are not learning how to treat a man.
No,
we keep going back to the same thing where women are getting an embrace to learn how to be solo and get it on your own and be independent and be strong. And in that learning, y'all not realizing what you should be doing for a man. Y'all not being taught none of that. Y'all not taught everything.
Like,
y'all not
compromise.
I can't believe
I can
agree and disagree.
Pushback
I'm gonna
on,
let you talk.
like, simply just not wearing that outside. Like, why is that the hardest thing in the world? Just be like, damn, my man says he will feel better if I just put on. Yeah, but you're saying
he's insecure.
Yeah, the insecure. Why can't I wear that? It's just like, if you want him to have that level of masculinity, that level of leadership, it's going to come with a level of control. And I'm not saying toxic control, like, you can't leave the house, you got to be home. Like, no, there is positive, like, good aspects of control that contributes to a long-term successful relationship. And every time we try to instill some type of leadership, it comes off as, you're being controlling, like toxic masculinity.
What is damaging about a man telling you about what you're wearing?
Nothing at all.
It's nothing damaging. What I'm saying is, right, for instance, like I did say, if my man was like, hey, I don't really like that, it's just too revealing, I would change it. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
Because you care about him though, right?
Yeah, not just that. I'm like, okay, and I value his opinion. Obviously, if I'm with a man, that means I like how he think or whatever the case may be, and I value his opinion. What I'm saying is, when does it become enough? Like, when does it become like control? Don't nobody want to be controlled. Whether you're a man and I'm a woman, nobody wants to. And I'm telling you from a woman's mouth, you should like. I grew up with my father. You get what I'm saying? My mother and my father have been together. Like, so I've never seen my father raise his voice. I've never seen my father like belittle my mom. I've never seen my father try to control my mom. You get what I'm saying? He'll say, hey, blah. He'll give his opinion about something. She'll do it. Sometimes she won't. And it wasn't the end all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like,
maybe your father didn't have to deal with as much grievance as young men today. Maybe your mother.
Let me say this. My mom and my mother was a lot. My mother was a lot. I just feel like it depends on the man and the caliber of woman that he has.
So your father had to be the man that tolerated a woman that was frustrating?
My mother wasn't frustrated.
You just said she was just a lot.
What I'm meaning by a lot, she had a big personality, right? So no relationship that you're going to get into, or even any type of woman that you're going to get into, unless you want a fucking slave, is gonna not have some type of opinion, because she's a human being. She's not a robot. She still has feelings. She still has wants. She still has needs. You get what I'm saying? So it's, even though you're a man, right? I feel like in order for you to be a good leader, you have to know how to follow and be also a form of being a good leader is learning to be submissive to and being receptive to other people's feelings, right? Just because we all got jobs, right? So just because it's like they got higher ups and they kind of come around acting like shitty or whatever the case may be, it's just kind of like, bro, like.
So when your boss at your job tell you, hey, don't come over here wearing nothing like that ever again.
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm asking.
And that's what men are experiencing too. Women are easier to submit to their bosses than they are to their own men at home.
What I am saying, right, is the simple fact that
you would never tell your boss like you met me like this. Like,
what I'm saying is a good boss.
I came on an interview like this.
What I'm saying is that a good boss in a thriving in any type of thriving like job or whatever the case may be is going to kind of be receptive of how his workers feel and take into account their feelings. Just because you're a man don't give you the right to tell me. Like constantly tell me what the fuck to do. I'm still a human being. I have feelings. I have emotions. No, I have wants. You get what I'm saying?
Men are listening to you. Men, we hear you.
Y'all don't.
But what the part is, once you're not getting your way, what happens when the woman says, "Okay, I hear you, babe, but I'm still wearing this shit"? That's not the right.
Okay, that's disrespecting your man.
Especially because if you go outside and something happened to you, that's the first person you're gonna call, right?
So let me ask you this. Or give me an example where you saw that.
Where I saw that?
You went through that.
With my last relationship, yeah.
Tell it. Let me hear the story.
We was out on vacation. We was going out. She was wearing something revealing.
What was she wearing?
She had on the shorts and her stomach was out. Mind you,
was her booty out?
No.
Okay.
But mind you,
shorts in the belly shirt.
Mind you, she's a person. I know she's a person that gets cold very quickly. It wasn't that hot in Vegas for her to be dressed like that. I say, yo, I don't think you should wear that. She decided to still wear it when she was gonna wear it.
It was cool.
1 hour later, I'm freeze up.
No, but we're not talking about being cold. I'm saying
But what I'm saying is,
give me an example. Because you just basically gave an example and said will put you in danger or whatever. Give me an example of that. Not
of you being in danger because of what you're wearing.
Yeah. From you, I don't want to, because for me, I'm a numbers person, right? I like when people give me their personal experience versus what they see online, what they're hearing. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like it's hearsay. I like to hear people's raw like experience, then I could believe it more. You get what I'm saying? Just kind of like instead of you just getting you'll be able to put your from social media.
Well, I'm gonna always articulate myself where my woman is not doing that in the first. She not putting us both at risk.
Wait, so wearing shorts and a belly shirt, like he said?
No, that's not revealing to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so but what I'm saying, but if her cheek was showing, then that would be an issue with me. Shorts and a belly shirt, that's cool. Okay, but if it's too much cleavage or something like that, and I don't feel like it's appropriate, I'm gonna let her know, and she's gonna understand that. I think when the women like that's trying to get the example, there's been men that's got murdered and killed for defending a woman because another man is being aggressive. He drunk, he high, and he want to be rowdy. Nigga, fuck out of here. I don't give.
It's gonna be a lot of fights at Labor Day this year.
I'm going to the West Indies parade in New York.
How certain women dress, and
those
men might not knowing that she has a boyfriend come up to her and try to dance with her, and then that starts.
They don't even care if she really do have a boyfriend nowadays.
Honestly, I feel like just being a woman, I'm, like being an attractive woman, no matter, even if I had this on, you should have seen, like, we was walking down the street. So many guys were trying to talk to me. You get what I'm saying? So if I was for instance, if I was in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I'm not revealing. Only thing that's kind of revealing is a little bit of my back.
That's a little too sexy to be walking down the street with your man, because just like you said, these...
That was not.
We not.
You feel like this is, y'all feel like this is like,
no, I don't think that there's a problem, but I think if your man articulated himself, he felt uncomfortable with what you had on.
Because look what you just said. You just said the men down the street was just trying to talk to you.
I was trying to give an example.
That is an example.
I wasn't finished. So what I was saying was, right, no matter if she's showing like she has on too much clothing or like a little clothing, if a man sees a woman that's attractive, guys are just gonna come regardless, and that could still happen no matter if she has clothes on.
And if she's too revealing, then they're gonna prejudge her and think she's with the shits.
I agree with that.
If she if she's dressed like she's with the streets, niggas gonna treat her like she's for the streets. So to prevent that, what your man is saying, hey, that might not be it, baby.
And don't you think it would be different kind of men that would be coming up to you if you had your cheeks out? So that's what they're saying, bro.
That's like that.
But that's what we're saying, bro. Like
argument.
No, because y'all doing the same thing. No, y'all doing the same thing. But I really don't see that though. When I really don't see women being. I don't want to. You could. I could go on Google and write my own little thing up, and then you could read it, and you will say it's a fact. What I'm saying is, I really don't think
my cousin is crazy.
I know that's exactly how Google works. You're gonna get millions of people writing stuff like their opinions.
All right, they can't lie about the deaths. I'll tell you that.
Right, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, I really don't see women being in relationships and then really not.
You just said you know that men are more logical, and if a logical man comes to you and tell you that, you arguing for what?
And it's not like every day you go outside. It's probably one time where he probably had an issue with what you went. You're trying to be now. If he's saying this every time you come out the house, then maybe that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's one time he let you wear anything, but that one specific outfit, you say, "Yo, babe, I don't feel comfortable."
I feel like y'all just making up unrealistic scenarios.
Okay. No, I think that's real.
Yo, let us know in the chat.
I just feel like because women, they trying to make it seem like every time. Like,
women, please, I want to hear from women.
It happens, but I don't feel like it's just.
I'm begging women to really let us know. Let us know if we tripping, ladies.
I feel like if it's an every single time thing, say if what she's wearing isn't like, say if it's this, right? Even what I'm wearing, I don't consider this inappropriate. Maybe my back, but I've been in a relationship, which is bad to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. But like, if my back is out like this, that's a no. Like, men like that are weird to me. That's insecure. I'm gonna say that. If I have my little thingies out, my ass is out, okay, cool. But if it's just my back, or if you see something that's
this is why men in other ethnic groups, I'm being
honest. But that's their religion. You have to respect that.
No, I'm be honest with you. This is why men in other ethnic groups might stay away from black women. I'm be honest with you.
No, they love us.
No, they don't.
They love the fuck on it.
No, they don't.
That's not what
because the women in their ethnic group know better than to dress like that. Now, if they got to go to another community where the women are fighting tooth and nail to be outside half naked, I'm good. That's what they're going to do.
That's not what. But you're missing my point. You're saying that this is why certain men from different ethnicities prefer non-black women. What I'm saying is, if you're a black man, right? If what I'm wearing I consider appropriate, if it's every single time I go outside, and you say what I'm wearing is something that you don't like, that's an insecurity.
And that's
if it's something that is revealing, like what you're saying, if it's something that will attract somebody that would want to fuck somebody on the first day, I can understand that not being an easy situation and the woman being wrong. I understand that.
Yeah, but that's all we're trying to say. We just agree with that.
But like,
that one time a man has a grievance with what you're wearing and you're still trying to push back.
What if it's a birthday outfit? Like, y'all ever seen them little?
Why y'all gotta be half naked for your birthday outfit?
But it's like y'all don't understand
your birthday
fashion.
And that's what I just said. That's
oh my God.
You being her man should be like, you know what? It's her birthday. Fuck it. Let her rock. Like, why do you want to control that?
What if it's
nah, because my nigga ain't coming. Excuse me.
It's her birthday. Let him fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
My nigga ain't coming out with no goddamn Ethica boxes and the dick print showing on his birthday. So I agree with that. They asking like, why do females got to be naked on their birthday?
But that's not what I'm saying. It's just kind of like. When do men, right? Because y'all, I hear you guys say so much about women, but when do the man think about his woman? Like, what do y'all do?
The whole statement is about thinking about our woman. We're thinking about our woman the whole time.
But I'm talking about what makes her happy, right? For instance, just for that moment, even like I just said, like she just said, right? For her birthday. How about Liam? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she gonna be happy. She picked this outfit out. Let me let her wear it. It's just kind of like,
wear it in the house.
But it seems selfish to kind of always think about you. Oh, me. I don't like this. You're in a relationship.
I pray for niggas.
So for the male's point of view, right? To piggyback what you said for your birthday.
You trying to be half naked for validation.
Exactly.
Social media is
right.
Weird. Like,
so is it okay
Why does that be social media? What if I have no Instagram?
Is it
no
listen?
That's impossible.
I feel like one thing I can't be one-sided. I put my shoes. I put my feet in men's shoes and female shoes.
Wait, I want to ask you, how do you put your feet in men's shoes? You're not a man.
Easy, because I think like I was raised like one.
Wait, let her talk. Let her finish what she's saying.
My mentality is like a nigga. Okay, I just ain't got the
books.
But I done. But anyway, I'm gonna walking around. What I'm saying is, like you said, it was your birthday. Like, for example, it's your birthday.
Real life situation too. I had to send it back, not to give it to a friend, but I couldn't wear what I wanted on my birthday
because it was too revealing.
Yeah.
So that's like our men on their birthdays. You're like, you know what, bro? This day I'm going full motherfucking throttle. I'm gonna go out with my dick print showing. So they got some dope ass hoochie daddy.
Y'all be wanting us to wear those
I'm
gray
just
shorts,
saying,
gray sweatpants.
the hoochie daddy shorts you want.
Cause
I ain't gonna lie. When I look at a nigga, I look at him on dick print. Make sure it's saying bulging out. Okay, I'm just being real.
I wouldn't mind my man wearing those.
Crazy as hell. Nigga, you better put that dick down, nigga.
Listen.
Down.
Hold on, y'all. We gotta get up out of here, man. We going into overtime. But again, we appreciate you for being
Bring me back. I like this
yo, watch the behind the scenes. We're gonna be chatting it up.
Yo, let them know real quick where they can follow you at.
So funny. Oh, you can follow me on Instagram. _not so anonymous .ash.
Later, guys. Follow me on 2 Instagrams, Maddie.LEWISS and Kosi.POLEZ. Pose.
And it's your girl, Nuna, the baddest Pisces Nuna _31. Y'all definitely go check me out.
Listen, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, the merch, We're gonna put the link in the description. Make sure you
Toro brand. Shout out to India Michelle.
And watch
India Michelle, I need a shirt.
I need a shirt. I need a dress.
Join the membership because I can tell it's gonna get spicy, man.
And make some booty shorts for them.
Bro,
too.
make it skippy.
Summer over now.
You know they gonna
Make it
sell. You
relationship
know they gonna
appropriate.
sell.
Make it leadable.